With a week left in the regular season, the NBA announced the finalists for all 6 awards. The finalists were decided based on games played before the suspension, so if a player you thought was making a case for one of the awards by his performance in the bubble got wrongfully snubbed, that's why. Here are my picks for each award based on the finalists. Most Valuable Player, Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Not only has Reign MVP increased all of his major statistics from last season, but he did so with less playing time. Giannis averaged 29.8 points, 13.7 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 1.1 blocks, and 1 steal in only 30.8 minutes per game. If you think that's insane, here are his numbers converted to 36 minutes per game. 34.8 points, 16 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 1.2 blocks, and 1.1 steals. He led the league in field goals made with 684, 2-point field goals made with 595, player efficiency rating 31.9, usage rate at 37.5%, win shares with 281 percentage, and a box plus minus at 11.6. Oh, and he led the Bucks to the best record in the league for the second year in a row. I can go on and on about how phenomenal this season has been for Giannis, but you guys get the point. Giannis secures back-to-back MVPs. Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant. Before anyone asks, no, I didn't even consider Zion for this award. Don't get me wrong, Zion had an excellent season, but in my opinion, it's like that saying, the best ability for a player is availability. And it's for that reason I'm not taking Zion's 24 games over Ja Morant's 65 or Kendrick Nunn's 66. Now, on to my pick. This was a tough one because Morant and Nunn have been the most consistent rookies in the league this year despite their backgrounds. Yes, Morant was the second overall pick in the draft, but he went to a not so well known school in Murray State, so it's hard to gauge if his success could translate to the NBA, especially a guy of his build. Nunn was undrafted at the University of Oakland despite averaging 25.9 points per game as a senior. I'm going with Morant for 2 reasons: upside and team success. I believe Morant will be the better player long term because of his athleticism, solid shooting ability, and being able to affect the game more. His current NBA player comparison was Russell Westbrook, and that's right on the mark, except Morant has proven to be a consistent. His current NBA player comparison was Russell Westbrook, and that's right on the mark, except Morant has proven to be a consistent and better shooter. And he has the Grizzlies in the thick of the and His current NBA player comparison was Russell Westbrook, and that's right on the mark, except Morant has proven to be a consistent and better rookie. And he technically did lead the Grizzlies to the playoffs this year. I'm not sure if they're kind of the playing tournament as a playoff game, but I'm going to count it, so it is what it is. Defensive Player of the Year, Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's my gripe with this award. Is it just me, or is this award basically the watered down version of the MVP, and that's usually just given to whoever is considered the best defender on one of the top teams in the league? Just this past decade alone, 5 of the past 10 award winners were on teams who finished with a top 4 record in their respective conference. So just like the league does, I'm not putting too much thought into this award and going with Anthony Davis. Although he's known more for his scoring, Davis spearheaded a Lakers defense that was number 1 in points allowed and blocks, number 5 in both opponents' field goal percentage and 3-point percentage, and number 7 in 2-point field goal percentage. Individually, Davis averaged 9.4 rebounds, including 7.1 on the defensive end, 2.3 blocks, which was 3rd in the league, 1.4 steals, had a 4.5 defensive win shares, which was 2nd in the league, and a 2.6 defensive box plus minus, which was 4th in the league. And he's also 4th in the league in defensive rating at 101.1. 6th Man of the Year, Montrezl Harrell of the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm picking Harrell not really for his stats, but for his overall team impact. Don't get me wrong, Harrell's stats were outstanding. 18.6 points on 58% shooting, 7.1 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks in 27.8 minutes off the bench. But he's just so important to basically everything the Clippers do on the court, and he always makes a positive impact. He's deadly in the pick and roll and the low post. He's a solid defender, and he's at his best as a small ball 5. If you think about it, he should be the starting center over Zubats. But the fact that he was willing to come off the bench after his breakout 2018-19 season speaks volumes to him as a team player. Most improved player, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Honestly, it's a damn shame that a player like Luka puts up the numbers he does, and the highest accolade he can achieve is most improved player. If 29.1 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 8.9 assists is the new standard for this award, good luck to Bam Adebayo, Brandon Ingram, or whoever else is a candidate in the future. Do I really have to explain this pick? Luka is only most improved player because he won't win MVP over Giannis this entire decade unless he puts up ungodly stats. And yes, I mean stats even better than this season. And also, I've seen some takes that Luka shouldn't win this award because he's overqualified. Honestly, that shouldn't matter. He still improved his stats from last season, so he's still technically the most improved player. So, anyway. Final award, Coach of the Year, Mike Budenholzer of the Milwaukee Bucks. This may or may not be a surprise pick for people, but in my opinion, Budenholzer checks all the boxes for this award. He coached the Bucks the best record in the league, a top 10 offense, and a top 10 defense. And he'll most likely have coached a back-to-back MVP in Giannis. Now, that doesn't discredit the star coaching jobs that Billy Donovan and Nick Nurse have done as well, but Budenholzer has done what is almost impossible to do as a head coach in the NBA. Consistently win season in and season out. He's been in the playoffs now 6 times in 8 years as a head coach. So those are my picks for the 2019-20 season awards. Giannis for MVP, Ja Morant for Rookie of the Year, Anthony Davis for Defensive Player of the Year, Montrezl Harrell for Sixth Man of the Year, Luka Doncic for Most Improved Player, and Mike Budenholzer for Coach of the Year. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.